Hey there guys, this is Victor with VictorVectorJKU. And we're finally back. It's been a little bit of downtime here recently. I've had a lot going on in the way of getting projects done and getting ready for KOH 2022. So a couple of weeks afterwards, you can see I already got my shirt on and the event happened. It was an absolute blast and I had a great time down there. I hung out with my buddy Dave, JK_Switchback, and one of his good childhood friends, Luke. And it was an absolute blast. Met a whole bunch of really awesome people. And yeah, I gotta say, if you guys have been thinking about going to KOH, I definitely recommend you put it on your calendar for 2023 because it was an awesome event. It was massive and it was just a wild party. It was a great time. But so basically where I've been for the last probably 2-3 months is I've been working on a whole bunch of projects, getting ready for KOH. And I kind of just took some time away from YouTube because it is a bit of a time suck for me and it slows me down. But I did record several of the projects I was working on. I did miss one of them, but I'm working on a new project now. You can see I got some stuff going on over here on the hood of the Jeep and my front bumper's not on right now. So I'm gonna walk through with you guys what I've done, what you're gonna be seeing here in the near future, and what I'm working on currently. So let's go ahead and start off. There's a couple of things that I got done before KOH. So the first thing is the Evo rear corner armor. They are the builder corners, and I went with those because I wanted to build my own tube flares off of them. So that project turned out pretty slick. I'm going to be doing 2 videos on that. One is going to be the install of the builder corners, and then the second one will be my build of the tube flares. Now, the one item that I did miss is I did some modifications to my rear bumper. Now, unfortunately, I did not record that video, but what's cool is my buddy Dave, he has the same bumper and he's upgrading to aftermarket bumpers here shortly. So what he's going to do is he's going to let me use that one because his is a little bit damaged, kind of like mine. And so I'm going to mimic the process that I did on that one and give it back to him and he can make the decision what he wants to do with it afterwards. And then the one other project that I did was, if you guys remember last year around August time frame, I built the driver's side rear wheel well compressor mount bracket. I mimicked that also for the passenger side, and I'm thinking I'm going to probably move my compressor over to the passenger side. That way I can mount my chainsaw on the driver's side. So that's what my ultimate goal is there. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that one, but that one is slated for the future. So let's go ahead and talk about what we have scoped for right now. So right now what I'm working on is a frame chop bumper, and I'm doing something a little bit more aggressive than what's out there for any aftermarket companies that they have. So typically they do about a 2-inch frame chop off the frame horns. I'm looking to go a bit more extreme and I'm shooting for about 3 to 4 inches of a frame chop. I'm still going to be running my Harbor Freight Badlands Apex 12K winch, and this thing is a big winch to be thrown onto an aggressive frame chop bumper like this. So I'm doing a few things there and I'm not going to spoil it too much, but I'm still working on the design. I think it's going to work out and I think it should be pretty sweet. Now, unfortunately, I have a few things coming up. So today's Tuesday. I'm planning on trying to go wheeling this weekend. So I got to get something done on the front bumper as an interim while I'm working on this. So in the interim, what I have here is I have my bumper that I've been running. And you guys can see this guy's taken a pretty good beating so far, but it's held up good. So that's what I'm going to be working on in the next project. So that's what you're going to see soonest. And then I'm going to be getting back into what I've been working on, which is getting the builder corner install video, the tube flare builder video. And then after that, we'll be jumping into the frame chop bumper. And then after that, my next goal is going to be building a front tube flare here for Vector as well to match the styling of the rear. And that will just finish off the look, and I think a lot of things are going to be looking a lot slicker at that point. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a summary, a little bit of an update on where I've been, where I'm going, and what you can expect of me in the near future. And then guys, if you are interested, if you aren't already, check me out on Instagram. If you want to know and see more progress pics and posts that I'm doing as I'm going through these builds, go check me out on Instagram. I have a link on my channel, as well as I'll put it in the video description below. And it's going to be VictorVectorJKU, all one word, on Instagram. So head over there, and if you're not following me already, give it a follow. And I'm doing some pretty cool things with hashtags to organize the builds, the different projects that I'm working on, so that you're able to go through and look at all the progress, and you don't have to filter through all of my posts. So you can actually get to all the content, and you can see all the steps that I'm doing. I'm really doing detailed process steps for each of these different projects that I'm doing, because I want to make it easier for you, my subscribers, and my followers to be able to see what did I do, and you don't have to go and hassle with the mix up of all the posts that I'm doing. So hopefully you guys like that. But otherwise, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this project, start recording for that next video, and look to catch that here shortly, guys. Hopefully, I'll have it posted in a couple of weeks, and we'll try to get back to a rhythm for you guys so you guys have some consistency of video uploads that are coming from me. So, with that, guys, that's going to wrap up this quick overview. We are VictorVectorJKU. We are taking on this build and the trails, build direction and magnitude. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.